Today's program, inshallah, we will have an introduction about iSmart Learning Center, followed by our partner organization, EduQuest Singapore, who is also with us here. He will also make a short presentation. And then we will have Q&A session with the students who have assembled here, inshallah. Alhamdulillah, iSmart Learning Center is a new company here, but we are not going to talk anything new. We are not going to talk anything new here. What we are going to focus, inshallah, is exchange some of the views and information that we have that will benefit both of us mutually. The idea is the students who have assembled here to gain confidence that by the grace of Allah there are opportunities available which we can make best use at an affordable cost. Because our objective, our vision is our objective is to empower generation next ethically. When we refer to generation next, we are not confining to just the age group of students who are sitting here. It includes all the age groups starting from as early as 3rd or 4th standard, because they operate smartphones better than their parents today. My son or the other small child in the home can unlock my phone, which I forget sometimes. I don't know how they know all this, but that is the reality today. The reality is we need to learn from whatever source is available. So the generation next doesn't confine to any age group who are sitting here. It starts from as an early age to whatever age one prefers to learn. And ethically is the motto and mission that we have. When we wanted to coin this phrase, our intention was to provide education or transformation of knowledge in an ethical manner, which talks about moral and religious values. It is not we are going to teach moral or religious subjects as the core subjects. We are going to adopt principles that has been laid down in the religion in terms of how learning should be done and at what cost. And let me be very frank and clear here, the objective of all the members who are here, our senior director and other directors who are participating in this program from their destinations in Kuwait, Singapore and Dubai. This has been started with an intention to benefit people wherever they live, because Alhamdulillah today we are launching in Chennai, but our idea is to get into all the districts up to the villages, inshallah. And Alhamdulillah, one batch of 40 students in the same venue we had in the month of February, we had the award ceremony for 40 students who passed out in our student empowerment program in 5 locations from Bangalore, Narapatinam, Dindigul, Erode and Chennai. And they came from nearby villages. I come from the town Dindigul. So the 8 students or 9 students who studied there all came from 50 to 75 kilometers near that place. So the idea was to connect them with the global knowledge wherever it is available. So our model is to promote ISLC as an ethical education provider. Is it visible? Alhamdulillah. So the idea is to provide ethical education platform, create a commercial endeavor with a charitable objective. I'll tell that very briefly. Any company to survive needs to have its costs taken care. Then comes the profit. But apart from whatever fee structure that we have designed, which I will be explaining inshallah. The idea is to take it to all the brothers, all the participants at their affordable cost and at their affordable payment system. This inshallah I will be explaining. So that is the commercial endeavor with the charitable philosophy, and inshallah this will be taken to all the major towns in Tamil Nadu and to the cities in India inshallah in a phased manner. Our partners I was just mentioning, we have EduQuest Singapore, which is represented by its member here, Brother Amir Ali, and we have Understand Quran Academy, which again is an organization which has started from Professor Dr. Abdul Rahim from Jeddah. He is basically from Hyderabad. And then we have Triple M Info Technologies, who are our technology partners. Brother Moidin Saab is here, Muzammil is here with us. And Alhamdulillah, Manamuna Academy, which I represent, taking care of the Islamic banking and finance, and other global partners like Cisco, Microsoft, which programs inshallah will be offering. Before going into the slide, I was just mentioning about the global reach, connecting a student from the remote village to the best of information. Now I want to ask a question. I don't know if we can give prizes, it depends on the answer and number of people. Related to whatever I am talking about, related to the subject. Now, pesakuriya in the subject la, I am going to ask a name. I want to know how many know him. I want you to name the organization he represents. How many of you know Salman Khan? Everyone knows. So who said that answer everyone knows? I want to ask the next question to him. How many of you know Salman Khan? Regarding the concept that I am talking. Yes, brother, can you tell me the organization he represents? Being? That's a social welfare organization, I agree. But I am talking about Salman Khan and a learning organization. It's not Bollywood industry, I can give that clue. Any guess? Pardon? You have to be audible and clear. Not yet. The Salman Khan I am talking about is not in that list. See, this gentleman is in US. His name is Salman Khan. He is known by his academy called Khan Academy. How many of you have gone to the website Khan Academy? See, he has more than 6,000 small time learning videos. It doesn't exceed more than 3 to 5 minutes or maximum 10 minutes. And he started some 8 or 9 years back. Alhamdulillah, that part you should study. Because most of the American schools, not the students but the teachers, learn science, algebra, most of the subjects from this academy. And you know who is the famous man who learned from that? Any guess? Again in technology? Huh? Some jobs I heard. His partner, one time competitor. Bill Gates. Bill Gates wanted to know who is the Salman Khan, because he heard about that online training system and he browsed the internet, Khan Academy, and he found that videos very interesting. The best part in that video is you cannot see the person who is teaching you. You cannot see the individual who is teaching. You can only see the text and the audio. So he was browsing Salman Khan, and obviously our Indian bodybuilder came. So he didn't know what to do, and then finally he reached him. And then he started to understand, because this Khan Academy, Salman Khan, who holds the largest number of online teaching material and online students. because everything is free. There is no charge. There is no charge. Salman Khan, came into this field not to make it as a business, but to teach one of his cousin who was living in another state in US. He was living, let's assume, in Washington, so his cousin was living in California, so he wanted an online teaching for his cousin. That became a concept, and it is the most famous concept of online teaching today. So today the technology is so developed that any person in any part of the world can get connected to the best quality content. So why I am sharing this here is to evaluate ourselves, each one of us. We need to evaluate in this competitive and high technology world, where are we? Just because you complete whatever graduation you are studying, will you get an employment? Will you be employable? The government figures of unemployment does not represent real unemployment, because those are different figures for a different purpose. Not more than 10% of people who pass out from institutions from anywhere get employed in related to their skills and to their expectations. Anybody can get a job, but getting a quality job in a quality organization at a comfortable package is what is really employment. Because I know many engineers today, many engineers who pass out from engineering college land up in some job or the other and take a salary which even without that engineering he can take. So this is the situation. So we need to understand, in this global competitive world, our knowledge, whatever we gain, will it take us to the next step? So this is what we just explained, our approach, alhamdulillah, ethical approach, because the people behind these organizations, the partner companies I was explaining, and the members who are part of this, they all started this organization first in helping their colleagues, in helping their people get to the next level of their career. One example, somebody lands, because even before we get a degree, what do we get first? Most of us. Even before the degree is in our hand, what do we get? A government document. Passports. Everybody applies to the passport and they already prepare for their overseas jobs. So they land up, they study something, they land up in totally a different job. So like in such a circumstance, brothers who are knowledgeable, who have technology knowledge and other, not commercially well off, they try to transform their knowledge to their other brothers who have come and landed in reasonable jobs, like a driver, or he might be a BA or a BCom graduate going and driving cars in the Gulf. So they identify such people and they try to not just pass out their technical knowledge, but also provide